Alright guys, I want to show you my deal of the day. Actually, this might even be the deal of the year for me as far as engines go. So all packed in this huge Walmart box was this Vanguard engine, and I'm told it's a 20 horse, but the carburetor, the guy had two engines. He had a 20 and a 23, so he tells me. He had a Mikuni on what he told me was a 23. And so he took the 23 carburetor and air cleaner assembly and put it with this engine. I still have to run the numbers on the shroud just to confirm. But I do have both the intake elbows. And see, that says 23 on it. I do have an exhaust pipe for it. I don't know if I'm going to actually run that, depends on my application. But that is the shroud I have. Engine is dated 04. And the main problem with it is the crankshaft is cracked. I was told that it ran for like, the guy was running it for like a half an hour after he got it, and then heard a kind of a bad noise, kind of a bang type noise, and wasn't sure. It still ran, but not that good. And he found out that the flywheel nut came loose, and there's this must have been a steel flywheel key, not the aluminum one, and the jostling of the flywheel cracked the crank. So it needs a crank, but I have one out of a 16 horse. Don't know if they're the same. If not, then I'll have to get one. But it is missing the coils. Yeah, somebody spent a lot of money on this engine. The reason why I say that is not just because of that K&N filter. It's what's on the inside of this thing. Take a look at that. Performance valve train parts. I am told that it has headwork done to it, and it has forged pistons and rods. Don't know for sure. I noticed that the governor has been bypassed. It's been removed. Not sure if I'm going to put a governor on it or not. I do have a sump cover off of 16, so I could put the governor from that engine into this sump cover. My 16, the little button area back here is blown out on it. But yeah, so now I've got a so-called 20 horse that honestly probably makes closer to 25 or maybe even 30 horsepower. So that's really neat. And yeah, someday this engine will end up in a tractor. Not sure what tractor it'll end up in yet, but probably a pulling tractor. I've been kind of toying around the idea of taking one of my customs. I have a 71 Custom 10 and a 73 ST10. The ST10 is not in the greatest of shape, so I wouldn't feel bad about pulling the motor out of it and putting something like this in there. 71 just needs carb work. The engine does run, or did run last time I used it, but again, it's just an idea. I have plenty of other projects right now, and I have my other pulling tractors kind of back there. You can just see the stacks. So anyhow, enough rambling on. Just thought I'd show you guys the new toy, and I'll talk to you all later.